We are live. I'll give it a few minutes. I have a really special treat for you guys today. Okay. Every few minutes. Dun, dun, dun. All right, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get started. All right, good afternoon. My name is Ray Salem. You're with Authentic Real Talk. I have a special treat for you today. Her name is Jami Potter, and she's one of our expert managers. She's got on with Authenticate Pro a couple of years ago, and man, you give her something, she gets it done and some. So I was like, you know what, you got to be on my team. So, and she's been a general manager for Plato's Closet and Cold Mentor for 19 plus years, but she does it so easily. She's like she can do it with her eyes closed. I was like, you know what, let's bring her on the show. Let's give some tips to other store owners. What did she do and how well she's doing it? Because she's going to tell you a story. She launched her online store and she literally, within 5 minutes, she has 50 customers fighting over her products. I was like, whoa, Jamie, how'd you do that? I was like, you know what? It's enough of me talking. Let's bring it in. Put your hand together for the famous Jami Potter.
Oh, man, I feel famous.
Chris says hi. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, and if you're listening, let us know what city and state are you listening from, and so on. Jamie, so
yes.
How did you get into the retail business? You got to tell me why and how.
Well, I was working for Marriott Hotels, so my parents went on a whim and decided to buy a resale clothing store when I was 22 years old. So this was 2001, and they bought a Plato's Closet. At the time, they were not thinking of hiring me. I don't know.
That's messed up. Hey, Dad, if you're listening, you got to chime in.
They had, I liked my job, and I was thinking about climbing the corporate ladder of, hotel business. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but they bought the store, and I think God kind of told them in a way that they should asked me to manage it at 22 years old, which I had never worked retail. So this was a very interesting way to begin. But it was at 22, I've learned, oh my gosh, so much, so fast. It was like, just throw me in, and we took off, and, really it took a lot of years, but yeah, it's been a great experience. I've loved every minute of it.
All right. Do you get any like a little bit, challenging customers when you work retail? You have those stories. I think that expression explains it a lot.
Pretty much every day. As a matter of fact, I have a really good one for you. Okay. Our closed mentor is purchasing by appointment right now, curbside, where we were going out to people's cars, getting their items. A lady wanted to sell to us, and we told her that she had to make an appointment because right now we're just doing appointments. Mm-hmm. And she said, I have a puppy and a baby. How am I supposed to make an appointment? A puppy and a baby. So my dear, lovely Kim that works for me said, I'm very sorry about that. I'm very sorry you have a puppy and a baby. But every day we have customers that come in that are difficult. That's just part of dealing with humans. And especially our Plato's Closet, because we're in a little tougher area. And I was this dainty little 22-year-old private school graduate that got thrown into the inner city Plato's Closet atmosphere, and it was difficult at first. It's a tough crowd.
Okay. Well, before you guys knock it down, all right, I just want to tell you a story. Jamie, she promoted this website for Plato's Closet online, and you promote something and you hope for the best, but within 5 minutes, the store opening, how many sales did you have?
There were at least 50 people that had items in their cart. Now, some of them abandoned the cart, but by the morning, and we're talking not even 12 hours, we had $3,000 in sales.
Wow.
And that was, I mean, it was close to 3. And, you know, I have to give it to Tony because he's my manager. He and Hannah, they worked really hard on that. And, you know, the promoting and everything that went into it, it was phenomenal. I can't be happier.
So show us, how did you do it? Like, how can other stores do the same thing? Can they open their own online stores and promote it? Can you walk me how do you get there?
Yeah, it really has a lot to do with building an audience first. So, you know, our Instagram at Clothes Mentor took off faster than our Instagram did with Plato's. But we pushed it and we kept getting more and more creative with our advertising and with our little videos. We did little videos with the staff and just fun little things. And Tony has this way with him with shoes. He is a shoe guru. And when I left about, I don't know how many years ago, I said, you know, we really are losing money because we could be getting in more shoes. We could be pricing them a little higher because people want them. People are coming in every day looking for them. So he took that and he just ran with it.
Nice.
And so basically right before we advertised this online store, he went out and he bought off of a guy 9 pairs of Yeezys. So this was $2,200.
Okay.
So this was our money. But he was like, let me do it. And I'm going to advertise the online store. I'm going to use these to kind of entice traffic.
That's smart. Okay.
Yeah.
So you pick a few certain items and you promote them. And there's a guy.
Yes. And then it was like, we just pictures of other things that we had in the store, little videos, things like that, just letting everyone know that it's launching. This is when it's launching. This is what we have. And really just the prettier you make it and the more you get people hyped up about it, obviously it's going to take off. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And for our audience, if you share this video, you will go into a raffle to get a polo shirt like this. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. You get a polo shirt like this. Share this podcast, and you'll go into a raffle. And one person will get one just like this. And it's really nice, very comfortable, and they last forever. So if you is
it like a Tommy Hilfiger or Ralph Lauren or?
Oh, why do you have to put me on the spot like that? I don't know. They're like a little bit mesh, very comfortable, very breathable. So it's like a golf shirt. There you go.
I should be wearing my shirt but it's not a polo, so it's not really.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You have the I am 100% authentic. I remember that.
I do.
Yeah, I have one of those too. Yes. But for this video, if you share it, you will go into a raffle and somebody will win one of these polo shirts. I know, Chris, you're listening. You better share this. Oh, you know what? She already shared it. Never mind. You're good.
Of course she did.
All right.
She's awesome.
So you're in retail for 19 plus years.
Resale.
Oh, wow. Yes, absolutely. Have you ever felt anything like this during this epidemic? I know nobody did before ever, but what did you do to pivot? Because it seemed like you pivoted very well.
Well,
because all the stores are closed down because of it.
Right. And I will tell you one thing. When one of the reasons I knew that this was going to be okay, couple things. God, number one.
Amen. Amen. Yes.
We had a fire. So my Plato's Closet store in 2005, I was pregnant with my son. Actually, it was December of 2004. Okay. I was pregnant with my son Cole, and it was December, cold winter night, and no one was in the store, but there was a furniture store in our strip plaza that caught fire. Mm-hmm. And it literally took, it kind of went from the next to the next to the next shop, and our store was just taken over by fumes. And nothing actually burned in the store, but they had to go in and spray water all over everything. There was smoke damage on every item of clothing. And so we didn't have a choice. We had to close.
Okay.
We closed for 4 months.
Wow.
So, yeah. So because of part of the reason that it had to be 4 months was insurance takes forever. We thought about washing all the clothes, dry cleaning it,
But
but it would have been
what happened to the employees and the rent and electricity?
exactly.
And you still
Exactly.
for 4 months?
Insurance helped some with that, but the employees a couple of them went on unemployment.
Okay.
And including myself. And then what happened was after 4 months of being closed, I was so nervous about who was going to come back and work for us. Every employee except for 2. So there was 12 employees that waited.
Wow.
And came back to work for us after 4 months. And I will tell you, it makes me want to cry because it was a testament to how they view us. And
you're doing something right. You're definitely doing
something. They wanted to keep the job. They cared. It was a big inconvenience. I mean, the whole thing was horrible, obviously. But knowing that we got through that, and that was 4 months, and we were closed, and we came back bigger and better. We had a second grand opening. So, wow. Nice. And as a matter of fact, our conference was during that time, and it was in Indianapolis. So the Plato's Closet conference was in Indianapolis that year. Mm-hmm. So all the store owners that were at that conference were coming to visit our store. They were like, "This is the store that caught fire," and they all came to see it. And it was just, so knowing that we could get through that. Mm-hmm. When this came, I said, "This is just another bump in the road," and I know that we're going to get through it and we're going to be better.
Amen. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Are you guys anxious to open up, or are you guys getting comfortable?
Well, our Clothes Mentor store is opening. We've already been buying curbside, but
nice.
And we've been selling online, obviously, mm-hmm. but in the curbside pickup for items. But Monday we are opening our doors.
Oh, congratulations! That's exciting.
Yeah. So Monday, we're going to keep a minimum of customers in the store and that kind of thing. But we are opening our Clothes Mentor. Now, our Plato's Closet is in a different county. Mm-hmm. And it's the biggest county in Indianapolis. And unfortunately, it's not doing as well. So we are starting to do curbside buying next week at Plato's. Okay. And we hope to open by the 15th. Mm-hmm. But I'm not really sure. We'll see. I mean, it's all in God's hands, and we'll be open here soon. So
awesome. All right. Yeah. We got Chris says, Eileen, Luna, and Enes. Lucas. Hi, guys. Hi, Nicole. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, guys.
Nicole Vidi is in the house. Vidi, I think I said her name right. Vanessa,
Vidi,
hi,
yes.
Vanessa.
You got to say it with the Italian feeling.
Nicola Vete. Nicola Vete. Oh, right. Today's Friday. I bet she's wearing that red sweater. Nicole, if you're wearing that red sweater, give me a thumbs up. Every Friday, she wears a red sweater. It's a memory for I guess somebody is in the Marines. Aww. So they have to wear that red sweater. Yeah.
I need to have a memory. I need to have a color. Maybe I'll wear this North Face every Friday.
All right. Eileen says hi. Hi, Eileen. All right, cool. Hey, guys, remember, if you share this podcast, you will there will be a raffle for a polo shirt just like this. Okay. And I do have another giveaway. All right. So while you're doing all of this, we have to talk about the biggest elephant in the room, the counterfeit merchandise problem. It's getting bigger and worse.
Yes.
I know it's kind of biased because you're our expert manager.
Right.
But take me back when you signed on with Authenticate Pro, and what made you sign on 2 years ago?
Well, at the time I was already really starting to learn about authenticating items. I mean, obviously I work in a resale store that takes in a lot of high-end merchandise at our Clothes Mentor store. And even at our Plato's, it had always been a concern with even things like Coach and Dooney and Burke and Nike even. I mean, everything gets, replicated. But when I approached you about that Gucci bag and you were like, hey, you can help us. I was immediately, filled with excitement because I thought, this is exactly what I want to do. I want to help. I want to help put an end to this problem because it's huge and people are losing money. You've talked many times about it being connected to things like child trafficking. It's a huge issue. And people are buying things thinking they're real and spending a lot of money, and come to find out it's just a fake. And it's really sad. So I'm glad that I could come in and help and,
All right. Well, I know probably Jamie would agree because she's very sweet, but I don't want to take credit for it. But I'm just seeing there's some correlation here. Okay, check this out. Jamie, Clothes Mentor Store, signed up with us with Authenticate Pro. So basically, if you go into Jamie's store, you could demand anything in that store to be authenticated, and there's no cost to you and no extra cost to the seller. That would give the consumer peace of mind. So guess what happened to her sales? Literally shot up. I kid you not. I was like, Jamie, how's your sales, by the way? And she showed me. I didn't believe it. It was 49%. Shot up. Like, okay, that could be a fluke.
Yeah.
And the next month it was like double digits, and the next month double digits.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, you know what? On Black Friday, Black Fridays, there's like sales everywhere. I think that would be a good testament to see if customers see something on sale, would they take the initiative to buy it because they feel more comfortable? So Jamie signed on the other store, Plato's Closet. Okay, we went in there, we put up a banner like, hey, you can authenticate anything in the store. That Plato's Closet, out of 420 stores on Black Friday, guess what number it came in? Guess. Anybody? Numero uno.
Yeah, number one.
It was like, yes, great. Oh, and how about Clothes Mentor, Jamie? How'd you do? Guess what she did? Out of 157 stores, number one. Yeah. I know it's not us, but I think it's a combination of a customer feeling comfortable, and especially I think maybe your personality has a lot to do with it, Jamie. You're a hard worker. You just get it done.
Yeah, my family's amazing too. Like they are. My parents are awesome, and we treat our employees really well and take care of everybody. And I do. I think that and obviously God is probably one of the main reasons.
Is right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through? Is it hard for you as a seller to have this program in your store? Like walk us through it. Like how hard is it for you?
The program is not hard at all. As a matter of fact, I've got to say, like, there are things about it that you can't compete with. It can't compete with other things. First off, the offering 7 days after the customer purchases their item, they can go to a third party themselves and they can have the item authenticated for free. And, it's funny because we'll have the item authenticated already, and they still want you to authenticate the item. So, I mean, we're not paying more for that, but it's the fact of the matter is that they don't always just trust that what we say is the end game. They want to hear it from you, from the company, the third party expert themselves. So I think that is such a difference between like a lot of other what stores use a lot of other programs. There's a lot of great programs out there, and there's one that's like AI kind of stuff, and it's awesome. But at the end of the day, I think that the customer still feels sometimes a little unsure because they're not, they didn't do it themselves. They didn't they didn't talk to someone outside of the store, a third party, company, and get their answer. So, I definitely think that we have customers that I have about a handful of customers that purchase a lot of our really expensive high-end bags. And every single time, you've talked to a couple of them several times now, but every time they purchase one, they have it authenticated through you. It doesn't matter if we've already done it. It doesn't matter if it has a receipt in it from Entropy or from another company. Yes.
And Jamie, the thing is, it has nothing to do with you or the seller.
Right.
It's the big problem. The consumer is getting really smart. And the way I describe it, when a consumer comes into your store, they want to buy something and they want to make sure it's authentic. They want somebody other than the seller doing the authentication.
Right.
It's like somebody buying a house Okay, let's say you're buying a house, okay? And the seller tells you, like, oh yeah, the plumbing is fine, the electric fine. You don't have to check it. It's fine.
Right.
Would you
Right.
take their word for it, or would you want somebody else to check it?
Definitely somebody else.
And that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And obviously, and this is why we're running this special. And it's so for store owners, if you're listening, you may think this service costs $400 a month. It's not. We're doing because of this epidemic, and we want to support the community. We want to rally up so we could turn this around. So I'm going to put the link in there for a special. I'm telling you, for 4 months of service, unlimited authentication, $129 for 4 months to try us
Amazing.
out.
That's crazy.
It will not happen again. I'm telling you.
You've lost your marbles.
But I really want to help the community. I want to support them. I want to make sure when they open up that store, I mean, when the customer comes in, there is no doubt. It's like, is this fake? Is this real? You know what? We have a third party here.
Right.
Go authenticate it. You have 7 days. No cost to the buyer or to the seller. It's like, it's no brainer.
Yeah. And I love that it takes the work away from us. I mean, we don't have to do, anything. Okay. First off, not every store has an expert that's working in it. So I know that going forward. But I happen to know quite a bit about, what's real, what's not, that kind of thing. So when a Louis bag comes in, 95 or 7% of the time,
Chris, that's your specialty, Chris.
Right. I can do it myself. But having this is so awesome because I look at it, I know it's authentic. So maybe I won't have that one authenticated because I can already tell it's authentic. So I'll go ahead, I'll price it, sell it. But the customer then does the work. I give them the zip tie. We put it on the bag. They leave. They go home. They go on to authenticatepro.com They go on authenticatepro.com. They chat with you or whoever. And you walk them through the process. And they take the pictures themselves. They take a picture of the receipt. They do all of that. And they get their answer. You let us know too. Hey, it was authentic. We did that, anyway. And it's like, it takes everything away from me having to do anything. Honestly, it's awesome. And like I said, so I can't really say enough. And I think Chris, the Clothes Mentor owner that 2 of her stores use, or 2 or 3 stores use Authenticate Pro. I don't know. Anyway,
2 of the 3. Yeah.
2. Okay. She said the amount she's spending per month on this, she's putting it towards her marketing costs because to her, this is different than yes, you could still even use Entropy if you wanted to, but this is like a separate almost entity that goes so well with that. And it's more about marketing. It's you put yourself as a Authenticate Pro store on the website. You're an authentic store. You have a seal. You have the banner in your store. You're letting your customers know that you aren't messing around. You don't want to sell crap. You don't want to sell fakes. And at the end of the day, I think that also you can sell your items for a lot more money because you're using this company. So maybe you could say, I'm pretty sure this is real. I'm pretty sure this Louis is real. But I'm, or it's real. But you're like, because I'm not having it authenticated and the customer doesn't actually maybe know, I'm going to price it at $1,800. But because we use Authenticate Pro and because I'm offering this guarantee, I'm going to bump it up to $2,200. It's going to sell like that.
Nice.
And the customer's going to have it authenticated for free. And they're going to be really happy. It's a no-brainer.
Jami, how was the return issue before you met us?
That was another issue. I'd have
this helps reduce returns, by the way, big time.
Yeah,
because a lot of them will have second thoughts, like, oh, I showed it to my second cousin's neighbor that he had a Louis Vuitton bag, and they say it's a fake, and now you have to deal with that.
Yeah, I know. I had there was a couple of serial customers. Like they would come in regularly, and they would bring back items that they had bought months before, like Louis, and like months, like over 2 months, 3 months. Louis, Fendi, saying, "Oh, I found out it wasn't real," or they would say this crap a lot, and I knew it was all BS. I'm gonna just say it. It was BS. But we would have to return it because we had no way to verify this and to say, you're wrong. And not that I'm going to say you're wrong, but at the end of the day, now when someone says that, I say, oh, okay, well, let me go ahead and have an expert take a look at this from Authenticate Pro, and, and we'll make sure. If it's fake, we'll return it. No problem. And that's so great because then oftentimes, especially if they call on the phone, we never see them. They don't bring it back because they know that they're just lying and they just wanted to take it back because they have buyer's remorse or whatever it is.
A lot of it is because you're the seller, and for some reason, like let's say they're uneasy because they're not expert on that bag or whatever.
Right.
And you have a cousin or a parent or a friend, like, dude, you got duped. This is like $6,000 bag. You just bought it for $500. Come on, get out of here. This has to be fake. And now it's the back of your mind, but in reality, there's some authentic stuff that you want to liquidate. You just want to sell it, especially on Black Friday. So it puts a lot of doubt. So that's
true.
Right.
So my returns went down a lot, especially on those designer items, because people we literally said, you have a week. We're giving you this. You have a week to have this authenticated for free. Go home, do that. If you don't get it authenticated, then we're not going to return it. We gave you the opportunity. You can't tell us that it's not real. We let you, for free. So anyway, it really isn't out. And I don't mean it in a bad way. Like, it's just there are people that like to take advantage. And
all right. Well, if you're a seller and you shared this podcast, you will get one zip tie, including the authentication, a $40 value, just by sharing this video, this podcast. Okay. Because I saw like Chris say, thank you for adding it for a group of Coco. Okay. I guess one group approved it. So I'm telling you, if you just share this video, you will get this in the mail, and you get to authenticate anything if you're selling anything. It's a $40 value by sharing this. And this will help you sell your item. You're welcome. Thanks for watching.
I love the zip tie. I do, because it's a great for resale too, but people put it on there. It's on there good, unless you're going to cut it with scissors, but it's on there. And then if they're reselling the bag, if they are getting it authenticated so they can sell it, that is on there with that seal number, and they can go online and they can type in that seal number, and everything about it pops up. The expert that looked at it, the expert that approved it and said it was authentic and why. And even oftentimes it's detailed to what exactly the bag's name is, the year it was made. It's amazing. It's a no-brainer. And there's an app. So, and it's about 80% good, right? We're about there with the app. The app is still a long way. So.
I don't know if you know the whole story. Right now we're set up and we're good to go to help stores. But the next step is we want to get it authenticated quick. It's the express authentication.
Yeah.
But right now we could do it with it. Last time we just did an authentication the other day. Yeah. We knocked it out in 32 minutes. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we do it quickly.
But we promised 2 to 48 hours until we make the app very efficient. But I'm telling you, you will get your authentication in less than 30 minutes. And that's my goal for the express authentication.
Yeah.
But for right now, it's 2 to 48 hours. And that's still pretty good. Pretty good.
And we have experts all over the world. So we have experts in at almost on every continent, just about, except for Antarctica. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, we have experts everywhere. So basically, there's usually somebody at whatever time of day. If it's 3 a.m, there's usually an expert that it's not 3 a.m. where they're at, and they can authenticate it. So anyway, we have a great amount.
All right, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell this story. All right. We had a customer at Jami's store. She was looking at a $3,000. I don't know even if I'm saying it right. Celine, is that what it called? Celine bag? Celine bag. Okay, so $3,000 retail, Celine bag. Customer went in and she looked at it and she was on the fence, but she bought it for $1,500. So now think about it. You as a customer, you just paid $1,500 for this bag. Mm-hmm. The customer tells you, and the seller tells you, like, hey, you can authenticate anytime. You have 7 days. They're like, oh, wow, that gives me peace of mind. Okay, I'll buy it. I mean, as soon as she bought it from the store, she contacted us directly. Like, listen, I just bought this. I get 7 days for authentication. We did the process. We got a third-party expert, and I think she was in the Netherlands.
Yeah, well, yeah, we have Celine.
Yeah, and the buyer.
Italy, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Italy.
Yeah, I think the buyer traveled to New York. So they're doing the authentication in New York, and you're in Indianapolis, and the expert is in the Netherlands. And they get the report specifically on that bag, and the report, it shows the pictures, it shows the zip number. I mean, it shows everything right there. Customers happy. They bought the bag. They don't want to return it. I mean, like, everybody wins. It's freaking awesome.
It really is.
Thank you, Nicole. And Chris is
Hi, Nicole. Thank you for your help the other day.
Yes. So all I'm saying is, we make it really easy, and I think as soon as stores opened up, and as we grow, we're all growing, and we can't do it alone. Thanks to you, Jami. Thanks to all the experts are listening. We are definitely changing how people buy. Definitely. Yeah. And how you said, okay, cool. All right. Well, I still have some questions for you regarding your business. Hey guys, I don't know if you're listening. If you share this, we'll do a raffle for a polo shirt. Somebody's gonna win this. It's pretty nice. It's not gonna be this one. Well, maybe this one will be washed though.
No, I may be.
No, it'll be a brand new one. It'll be a brand new one. And also, if you shared it, and you're a seller, you will get one. Oh, what kind of cat is that?
It's my kitty, Boo.
What's her name? Boo?
Boo.
Oh, I thought you gonna name her like Gucci or something.
Well, she's named after To Kill a Mockingbird, actually, which is funny. Character in the book. Yeah, because we had a scout. We had a scout also, so a dog. Anyway, Boo was coming. She was gonna make sure she was on camera. So
She's ready for her close-up.
Yes, I think she's ready for me to feed her, to be honest.
We do have a cat. She's only friendly when she wants something. It's so funny.
That's I understand that.
Yeah, I know. Any of you guys have cats or dogs?
Oh, she's gonna knock over the phone right now. Hey, no.
It's like flour. Oh yeah, we have a black cat just like it. Vanessa is saying.
Oh, is it long hair?
Yes, very long hair. Believe me, I have proof.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. All right, cool. So let's go back. So you're 19 years in retail.
Right. Okay? Yeah.
You ever thought about like you know what? I want to grow from here. You ever thought about like you know what? This is where I'm comfortable with. You ever crossed your mind? And if your dad is listening, it's okay.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, for sure. And that, I think we all have that feeling. Mm-hmm. I love working in resale, and I like to dabble in a lot of things. Let's just put it that way. And this is definitely something that I'm interested in. And so, yeah, for sure. I'm always open to growth.
That's awesome. I think most of us, we want to do progress. Yeah. We always got to create progress. If we're stagnant, we feel uneasy, and we just definitely need to grow.
Yep.
Well, how do you think you could feel yourself grow? Let's say if somebody is feeling stagnant, how would you recommend for them to grow as a human being, as a business or whatever? How do you do it, Jami? Without feeling angsty, without being destructive.
Right.
I know it's a little bit deep question for a Friday night, but yes.
No, it's a matter of a couple of things: prayer and meditation.
Amen.
But also, relationships. I don't know that you can grow without, making relationships with new people. I think that it's, the networks that you're in and talking to, people, and especially in your interests, things that you know about, things that you're, so to me, I think it's about prayer and relationships.
Amen.
Yeah.
The reason I'm bringing this up, because we've been locked up for the past 8 weeks. Like,
Yes.
I seriously feel like we're sitting stagnant, but you get creative. You're trying to find some projects so you can feel.
Oh, well, and that's been my quarantine. It's been like house project after house project. Like, this is what you get when you buy a 50-year-old home. It's just never ending projects. So yeah. Because
every time I text Jamie, he's like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm working on the bathroom." Again? He's like, "No, the second bathroom."
No, it's true. We finished the first one.
Gotta work on that bedroom.
It's awful.
Are you guys changing anything on the new stores, the Plato's and the Cold Mentor, or is still everything the same?
Everything's pretty much the same. Other than like right now we're doing by appointment and that kind of thing. Okay. We've taken a lot of precautions. There's a list of things. Oh my goodness, the sanitation. We're going to be cleaner than we've ever been. That's for sure.
I was in Costco the other day, and everything was like spick span clean.
Oh yeah.
Literally, I used the tab to pay, and somebody comes in and sprays like while I'm sitting there, and they're clean.
Yeah. They put the seal, the press and seal over that, so they can just
clean. Everything, even the stuff I'm touching is like, wow.
I know. So we put up these sneeze guards,
at
the registers. Yeah, we did that. And, we're just going to make sure that everything is nice and clean and people don't feel weird shopping in our store, because obviously what it comes down to is people are going to want to feel safe. Now, I'm not saying I don't know what works and what doesn't, but we're going to do whatever to make these people feel safe. Like, you come in our store,
Well, this is good. What do you recommend to the other stores, the other 419 Plato stores, the other 156 Cold Mentor
Close
stores?
Mentor.
What do you recommend? Because it seems like you got it down pretty good. What do you recommend for them for the first? What's the first day they should do as soon as they open up?
Oh man, it's really about the preparation ahead of time more than it is about that day. But we have signs at the front door. We're posting on Instagram, letting everybody know exactly how the store is going to run, how it's the process. The dressing rooms are an issue, so we're keeping 2 of them open out of 5. 6.
Okay.
I don't know how many. I think we have 6. Anyway, we're keeping 2 of them open, so spacing them out, making sure we clean in between customers. Make sure you have plenty of hand sanitizer, masks. We're even going to have some, if people want them. We might have paper masks that we can, hand to somebody if they want one. It's just about making sure that everything's clean. we're going to buy used clothing. So people are coming in with, their stuff from their house. So, that's why we're doing it curbside. We're going to bring it in ourselves, and we'll use gloves to go through the items. And then we have a Corona phone. That's fun.
A Corona phone?
A Corona phone. So we have a regular phone for people that aren't dealing with the buys.
Oh.
And then we have a Corona phone. So, yeah, the Corona phone is the one that you don't want to touch if you're not ready to touch it. Right?
Oh, and Nicole says, Jamie, do you sell on consignment? You sell that?
It's resale, so we pay cash on the spot. So, but
there you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go to her website, Plato's Closet.
Oh, that's my Plato's. Go to the Close Mentor.
Okay. Go to coldmentor.com and search for Fishers. That's her. Fishers. It'll show up.
Yeah.
You can message her directly. I'm sure she'll get back with you. And the thing is, when somebody tries on clothes, it's like, oh no, it doesn't fit me. Now what do you do? Do you have like a process? Do you spray it down?
I know, right? Okay, this is an issue. The one main thing that they've had us concentrating on is the new clothes coming in from outside.
Mm-hmm.
The things that people are trying on were there's not a lot we can do at this moment with that. I mean, we can't go take it home and wash it all. That would just be really time consuming. But the items that are coming in from people's houses that we're bringing in and buying, we're putting them in a 24-hour quarantine. So they're going back to our inventory room for a day, and then we'll put them out on the floor because in doing research, the virus doesn't live on clothing and leathers and things like that very long. So that's a blessing.
Okay.
And also,
how long did it stay on there?
Usually it's hours.
Oh, hours. Okay. So
yeah.
Quarantine it like for like a couple hours or so, 3 hours.
Yeah. We're doing 24 just to be on the safe side.
Okay. That's
yeah. And then, as far as like the clothing and things like that, I mean, the clothing items, the material, it lays better on like smooth surfaces are the worst, to be honest, because that's where, and yes, we're going to have a blow dryer too. I see that with Chris. Yes.
Yes.
I mentioned that before, but it lays, it spreads easier and lasts longer on smooth surfaces. So clothing and leather and things like that, it's more porous. So it doesn't like just lay on top. It's not as easily to spread that way. So we're doing the best we can. We're trying. I would definitely recommend after shopping at any store that you wash your hands. That you take the precautions that you need to take.
Man,
throw whatever you buy in the washing machine.
My hands are like getting like almost like it's too clean and too dry. I was like, man. Because I've been washing them so often, like every time I go out, come back. I
know.
I gotta clean
and the hand sanitizer. Oh, geez, it's like I think we have to wear masks
for the hand sanitizer
because of all the chemicals that we're like using all day long. Jeez, I don't know which is more dangerous.
I'm losing my fingerprints. I think I'm losing it. Like it's no longer there.
Actually, the older you get, that happens.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
Never mind.
Because we have the touch, like it was like a fingerprint recognition time clock.
Oh.
And I hire a 60-year-old and you can be guaranteed they can't clock in anymore. They have to type in something because there's no fingerprint there. There's something wrong.
Okay.
So yeah, there's something happens definitely with age with the fingerprints.
I
mean, not that we're old per se.
No, it's just part of our body. It dies down. Like we're all gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, but I meant you and me. We're not like super old. Oh. We're about the same age, so
speak for yourself.
You feel super old.
My hair is like 65. I'm only 42.
So you say that. Mine's it's pretty bad too. About the same. We're both salt and pepper. So.
All right, cool. All right, Jami, what one last tip would you give any entrepreneur or any store owner before they move forward, before they open up on Monday? Any word of encouragement?
Anyone opening up on Monday? Okay, so well, I will say if they haven't already dealt with customers, so we have been curbside. It's very nerve-wracking at first because you're a little overwhelmed and you just don't know, how it's going to go. Mm-hmm. But so far, let me just tell you, this is one thing I have known to be true. Your customers are going to be true to you and they're going to be good to you. And 99% of our customers, besides the puppy and the baby lady, anyway, she was really rude. But 99% of our customers have been so gracious, so patient, so understanding, that I would not worry about that. But you're gonna just do the best you can. I mean, do the best you can to make them feel safe, make your staff feel safe and comfortable, make sure you're talking to your employees and that you're, letting them know like, hey, if there's anything that I can do to make your job more comfortable for you,
Yes.
please let me know.
So you got to make the customer feel safe and comfortable. Make sure everything is clean.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, and there's a correlation here with Authenticate Pro. Yeah, I got to plug it in.
There kind of is.
Yeah. So if you make them feel
sort of
comfortable,
thing.
that is authentic,
Yeah.
it will help you increase your sales.
Right.
Yes.
I agree. So, and then the other thing that we decided on was, a register for each employee. So that they have their own register. No, they're not.
Nice.
They're not moving around as much. So then that way, when they're done with their shift or when they go to lunch or whatever, they have to sanitize their register before they can leave. So, and we're not opening bathrooms as of right now.
Okay.
To the public, because it's a bathroom that it's not like we're Target. I mean, it's not a huge store. It's big, but not like Target. Anyway, so we have a bathroom that we all share, and as of right now, we're just gonna kind of let that. Yeah.
It's a good call, just temporary until
yeah,
get better.
Yeah.
Because how long has been closed? About a couple months now.
March 16th, middle of March somewhere is when we our last. Yeah. So and then we opened last week or this week, I guess, was when we started buying, was Monday. So yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jami. And
you're welcome.
And the offer still stands. If you share this, you will get a $40 value of authentication of your item. So take advantage of it, and we will raffle off a polo shirt. So make sure. And if you go to authenticatepro.com, we are running a special for the stores.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it will expire in 2 days. It will expire on Monday. This offer will never come back. So I just want to make sure everybody uses it. Everybody take advantage of it, because we're definitely turning the curve.
Take advantage of Ray.
Yeah. Hey, not that way. And you may think like, okay, why is he doing this? But I'm telling you, we've been going at this for the past 4 years, and we tested this concept with Jami's store, with other stores too. And Black Friday, those 2 stores, you know how many customers came up like, hey, can you please authenticate this for me? Approximately, I don't know, 100 people requested a zip tie in that one day, give or take. Is that right?
That was a lot. Yeah.
A lot of people. Only 4 people follow through on it. 4 people. He's like,
so it's just the act of
they just want to feel safe.
It
they just want to
makes them feel safe, and
we're taking that chance. And we're taking that chance. And obviously, this will help you increase your sales, give the customers peace of mind. Is a win-win all around. So please take advantage of it. Go to authenticatepro.com. Then you'll go to store special, because it will go away. All right. Thank you so much, Jami, for the.
You're very welcome.
And go get them on Monday. I'm excited.
Yes. And good luck. I hope this goes really well for both of us.
Yes. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Vanessa, and whoever's been listening, random person. I'm sorry, it's blocked off. I can't see you. And go get up, and we will turn this around. And I think this is be a good story 10 years from now. Oh, do you remember that coronavirus thingy? I think it's going to be a good story to talk about, and how we
Yes, definitely.
All right. Thank you, Jami. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
And good luck.
See you later, Ray.
Stay safe out there.